Hi guys, welcome to the weekly Ripple session. So we're looking at the weekly chart of Ripple with some Wyckoff tags. If you're new to my sessions, these are the key areas I will focus on, and they're based on two main concepts. And these sessions are for education and research purpose only and not financial advice. Obviously, you're very welcome to discuss in the comments on what we are seeing here. So let's get started. So after the sign of weakness, we had a little bit of bounce, and then now we are returning to right below the, now I can say it's a resistance line defined by the buying climax. So in terms of this, or what had happened, let me drag this last point of supply over here. So another round of tests has completed, and well, a fortunate thing is the volume of this week isn't very high, so it's not particularly pessimistic in terms of price level, and what would happen can be like with the purple line as stronger support, it may be able to retest the green line again, and then maybe a little bit above the green line and set another last point of supply before it comes back and retest the purple line again, or even lower. So that's one way it can happen. Or if there are sufficient demand, what would happen is it can set an upthrust after distribution. It did not happen in the previous cycles, but this time around, maybe it can if there are some good news coming out for Ripple, right? So that's what would happen for Ripple in terms of Wyckoff and weekly. If we go down one level to the daily chart, basically what happened earlier this week was the price stayed somewhat within the short-term playground zone. So that's with a top set by the blind buying. Let me make it a little bit wider. I tend not to touch the very edge to play safe. So that's basically set by the buying climax and the automatic reaction or the sign of weakness over here. So I've drawn all the way to the sign of weakness. That's what happened for or since December last year. So it bounce, not too high over here, and then it shot over, and now it has returned to this zone and somewhat staying above the halfway line of this pink box. So if nothing particularly good or bad happen, it may still trade within this upper half. So the upper half we're talking about $2.40 to $2.70 roughly. That's not too bad actually. So if we take a look at this, that's a 14% range. So if you like to trade short term, you might have already benefited or took profit for 1, 2, 3, 4 times already. So right now we're not sure whether it would touch this middle line. If it does, then it's 5th time, depending on like where do you set your stop loss, right? And or take profit point, and then it comes back up. It looks to me, if there's no particular good or bad news, that's how it's going to happen for the coming few days. And I think that's pretty much for Ripple. I have received some suggestions, and I thank for all the ideas that you're giving me. I'll make another video just for elaborating why I'm picking these particular time frames for analysis, and also whether or how I should do a midweek section. So I'll make a video just for that, because it's going to cover all the analysis I'm going to talk about, not just Ripple. So I'm going to keep these line here for now, and so next week when we come back, we'll be able to see whether it's going to stay at the upper half of the zone. For now, it's like there's a flat bottom and kind of flat top, so it's going to bounce within this narrow range, most likely. See you in